teach in the university and you
Yeah.
also are the president of the Digital Olfaction Society. Are there any other projects that you're working on right now?
Yes, we have a project in which we are trying to develop very, very small miniaturized electronic noses. For example, we are developing a smartwatch with gas sensor that could help, for example, people that has lost the sense of smell during the COVID-19 pandemic. So they are very lost, no, because they don't know what are the smells, if they are eating food that are in good or bad state. They have to take a shower because they cannot smell themselves. So we are in contact with some doctors in Germany to produce a smartwatch to help these people to have a better life, no? Because they are concerned about the environment, because you could think that the sense of smell is not important, but when you lose it, you know that what important is it.
Yeah, and anosmia or any
Yeah.
sort of anosmia is quite a challenge to go through. So that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And what's the status on such a device? Is it successful so far, or are you having some challenges with it?
We have developed the first version of this watch in order to detect at the beginning the CO2 concentration, because it is important to open the windows with a lot of people, and or for example to detect the air quality. Okay, and we can also inform the user about the whole quantity of scents. So we have an indicator in parts per million of the quantity of smells. So we now are working in trying to detect certain aromas that could, for example, or others that are dangerous. For example, if you have food in not very good state, or if you have a gas leakage, and so on. We try to focus, not be so general, but to focus in this application.
Very interesting. Are there any other projects you want to share?
We are trying also to develop novel gas sensors, because the problem of some sensors are not very specific of different compounds. So we have opened a new research line in our laboratory. So we are going to detect or to develop different or novel gas sensor based on optical and resistive properties of different nanomaterials, in order to try to generate a better gas sensors. Because as I have said before, the number of sensors is very reduced. So perhaps with some specific materials, we could create an array of gas sensors with a higher number of sensors. Try to mimic also the biological sense of smell.
So are the gas sensors that you're referring to, is that about environmental chemicals that are in the air, or did I misunderstand you there?
Yes, we optimize the material and the composition of the sensor for detecting different compounds. So we try to combine different materials in order to detect the higher number of compounds possible.